Welcome to the Alaska Airlines Seafair Torchlight Parade, brought to you by the Port of Seattle.
Welcome to the Waterfront. This is the new revitalized Seattle Waterfront and the site for our all-new 2025 Alaska Airlines Seafair Torchlight Parade. Hello again, everyone. I'm Gary Horker from Kira 7. Welcome again to our annual late summertime date with my sidekick, Monique McLaughlin.
What an incredible night to be out here. And we are combining the best of the old and the new, the celebrations, the traditions of this beautiful region with this new waterfront, this new route that we're taking for this parade. It is a stunner already, and we're just getting started.
Well, the crowds you can see are kind of lined up. This is all new. This alignment is all new, never been done in the history of this 7-decade here. Torchlight Parade, but people are finding in their seats, they're settling in, creating new traditions.
Yeah.
Where are we going to be next year? They're starting all that now. One of our new traditions is bringing in our Elle Thomas. She's our field correspondent. Els, how's it going where you are?
I mean, normally I'm in the back of a convertible, so I got to say this is already better. Fourth Avenue's old news, and I think all of these people that are lining the route here would agree with me, guys. Come on. Thank you. We're going to have a great time tonight. Before we get too far into things, we do want to bring in the CEO and president of Seafair, Emily Cantrell.
We acknowledge that the Alaska Airlines Seafair Torchlight Parade is taking place on the ancestral lands of the Coast Salish peoples, including the Duwamish, Suquamish, and Suquamish and Muckleshoot tribes, who have stewarded and traveled these lands and waters since time immemorial. This region, especially the waterfront and its surrounding areas, has long been a central gathering place for trade, connection, and ceremony. What we now call highways were once, and in many ways still are, the original waterways of the Coast Salish. These travel routes remain vital lifelines for Native peoples and are deeply woven into the fabric of Indigenous life, culture, and resilience. As we celebrate today, we honor the strength and continuity of Native communities. We are committed to uplifting Indigenous voices, cultures, and histories, and to fostering relationships that support the Native presence, contributions, and leadership in this region. We express our deepest respect and appreciation to the traditional caretakers of this land. To continue this blessing, I am joined by Scott Pinkham, the Equity Program Director of the United Indians of All Tribes Foundation, and the 36th Annual Miss Seafair Indian Days Princess, Patricia Jones.
Tatskalawat, and then Moniquas Samamoch, Inwas Nipu, Inwinikissa Scott Pinkham. Good evening. My name is Blackspot Goinaway. I am Nimipu and also called Scott Pinkham. I am the Equity Program Director for United Indians All Tribes Foundation.
Kausiao Taskalewe, Inuinikwas, Patricia Jones, Inimipu. Hello everyone, good evening. My name is Patricia Jones. I'm Nimipu as well, and I am your newly crowned Seafair Indian Days 2025 to 2026. Kausiao Seafair for acknowledging the first peoples of the land and inviting United Indians of All Tribes Foundation to be a part of this event.
On signs, you can see the Lushootsi word Zizulalish, a place to cross over. A place to cross over is where relations are strengthened through trade of commerce, but as well as trade of stories and culture and the commitment to make this world a better place.
Lakota author Vine Gloria Jr. wrote, "As science progresses, so do ceremonies, and as we look ahead, there is considerably more to be gained by combining insights than by ignoring them."
We gather to celebrate the many peoples from Mother Earth who have come to Zizulalish. With all this rich heritage and culture in mind, we humbly provide the following blessing. Kasey. Thank you, Creator, for bringing us together as Zizulalish. You placed humans on Mother Earth last so we could learn from the land and animals that came before us. For their sustenance and knowledge, we are thankful.
Creator, help us celebrate all life ways that make Seattle a community of communities, including those who have been here since time immemorial.
Creator, guide our actions so that our teachings for those who follow us will be of relationships with land and peoples, relationships that are respectful, responsible, relevant, and reciprocal.
And we are back with two guests of honor. We are here with Joy Shigaki. She's the president and CEO of Friends of the Waterfront Park, and Mr. Mayor Bruce Harold here. And we want to talk about this new alignment.
Incredible.
And you guys, the timing is perfect, Mr. Mayor and Joy. You just cut the ribbon yesterday, or the kids did, when that the squid slide. By the way, I want to ask you if you went down the slide. That's my second question. First, Pier 58, right behind us. Did it live up to your wildest expectations?
It did. I did not go down the slide. I'm a little heavy for it. It's for the kids. So it met our expectations. You saw so many children playing. You saw the parents with them. You saw people shaking hands and smiling with one another. The building of community. So it's very special, and I can't thank Joy enough for her leadership. So it's a great grand opening, and we're just starting.
And Joy, how satisfying to see that open up and see the families come flocking down here. But this is just part of a 20-acre waterfront park.
That's
and
right.
we're going to have a grand opening coming for that as well. Can you tell us what's down the pipe?
Sure. We're standing in the place of the former viaduct, a double-decker highway that stood here from the 1950s. What the city and civic leaders imagined was a new 20-acre long linear park instead of this double-decker highway. A lot of cities are transforming their downtowns. Seattle and this region is no different. We are creating a new world-class park where 15 to 20 million people are coming. So this summer is the grand opening season. 273 programs and activations to invite people to rediscover coming back down here. Come and have your families play. Come and watch an extraordinary view. Come for this parade, which is amazing and a new tradition. It's going to be the new center of our city and region and a place to be really excited and a real moment of pride.
Mayor Harold, I got to ask you, since you ran for mayor, your platform has been One Seattle. It seems to me this Pier 58, all of the joining here with you can get there from here now. This is now One Seattle. It's not segmented. Is the waterfront park your ultimate vision as we look forward to the World Cup?
It is.
Yeah.
Centered around safety, pedestrian experience, small businesses thriving, community building. So this is Seattle at its best.
Yep.
And this is the kind of spirit that we want to have in our One Seattle model. And so, again, what a great day, right?
Absolutely.
What a great day. It feels good, right?
It does.
We are going to dazzle the world when World Cup comes here, and that's going to be great. But Joy, one of the main messages that you have for this entire region is this is all for people who live and work here as well.
Right.
And there's a lot of programming for the summer for everybody to come down and enjoy.
So all the free programs that we offer through Friends of Waterfront Park is centered in local community. Artists, people who teach yoga, sound bath, all of these things to bring people back is a signal that we have talent and beauty in local community. When I travel, I love to go to places that are hyper-local. You see people, you see artists, you see businesses, and you support the local experience and the culture. That's what we're doing here at Waterfront Park. So we want to invite people to come down and rediscover what's changed here, and not just come once, keep coming back, because this is going to be the center of the region and a real source of pride. Our grand opening is now set. The mayor announced it yesterday.
Yeah.
For September the 6th. We're having a grand opening moment. There may be a FOMO moment if you missed it, so mark your calendar. All day there'll be 50,000 people coming to rediscover all parts of this park and downtown and the adjacent neighborhoods.
So exciting.
We're going to dance, too. But you got to stay in your lane. You got to don't.
What's your move?
We're
What's
dancing
your
on
move?
September 6th. It's a two-step. I keep
It's a two-step.
Oh, that's a simple one.
Keep it
That's
simple.
right.
Keep it simple. If you're within the sound of our voice, all of us second this emotion. Come down to see the sunset. The Waterfront Park is spectacular. Congratulations.
Well, Thanks
many
for being
people
here.
Yeah, thanks so much.
This trivia question is brought to you by Alaska Airlines. What is the name of the Amtrak train that runs between Seattle and Los Angeles? Is it the Coast Starlight, Coast Daylight, Pacific Coastliner, or Western Coastal Adventure? The answer when we return. This trivia answer is brought to you by Alaska Airlines. Did you select the correct name? The Coast Starlight is a grand West Coast train adventure with overnight trips between Seattle and Los Angeles lasting 34 hours.
And you just saw the sunset there. That was pre-produced. This is real. We're going to see, look at the lighting in this place. It's almost like a dream. The weather, Monique, could not be more perfect as the sun starts to drop, and we're going to enjoy the parade at night one more time.
The rest of the world, eat your hearts out. This is ours, right? You know who else enjoys the beautiful skies, of course, is Alaska Airlines. They're the sponsor for the Seafair Torchlight Parade, and Seafair's Emily Cantrell spoke with a representative of the airline earlier today.
Thanks, Monique. I am here with Kirsten Amrine, Vice President of Revenue Management and Network Planning at Alaska Airlines. Big night tonight. What does the Torchlight Parade mean to Alaska?
Alaska is Seattle's hometown carrier. This is Seattle's hometown parade. It makes sense that the two go together. In the Pacific Northwest, we have over 11,000 employees, and for many of us, this parade is very personal. I know that when I was a kid, I used to come watch my brother in the marching band in the parade. So very excited to be here and just for this 17-year sponsorship.
Well, it's also been a really big year for Alaska Airlines, especially with the news about Hawaiian Airlines. How is that integration going?
The integration is going very well. I think the more that we've gotten to know each other, the more that we've realized how similar Hawaiian and Alaska are, especially with regard for care for both our employees and our guests. And then just on some specific milestones, you can now use your companion fare on flights on Hawaiian from Seattle to Hawaii. And then coming up here next month, we'll have a combined loyalty program.
And in addition to that, you also have some new international destinations. Tell us more about that.
Sure. So Alaska has been Seattle's biggest carrier for a long time. We fly to over 100 destinations. But last year we announced that we're going global. We have already service to Tokyo. This fall we have service to Seoul. Next summer we have Rome. And just stay tuned. We have many more announcements coming up over the next few years.
And I want to go to all of them. Yes. And for everyone watching tonight, who will they see marching in the parade?
You will see our dance team, who we've had for over 14 years, as well as many employees with our float. And we also have some volunteers and some kids from Make-A-Wish, which is an organization that we have supported in Washington for almost 40 years.
That's amazing, and we can't wait to see everyone. Thank you so much, Kirsten, for being here.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, Kirsten and Emily. Back here at center stage, we have another guest of honor from the Port of Seattle, the Chief Operating Officer for Maritime. That is a lofty title, and that man is Delmas Whitaker. Delmas, I got to ask you, by the way, congratulations on the waterfront. You're with the Port of Seattle. This used to be the port. You've repurposed this. Now we're reinventing it as a parade route. What does this mean to you tonight?
Well, it means a heck of a lot to us to see just to see this amazing waterfront come to life. And this is a working waterfront. We want to be able to see folks be able to come out and enjoy. And I think our friends in the waterfront have done a great job to be able to really revitalize the place. And it's wonderful.
I mean, look at this traffic out here. It has to be so satisfying. And this man knows Seafair. You used to be on the board of directors. Talk about what it is like to join those two different worlds, or actually they're kind of braided together, and how important they are to one another.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm still on the board of directors.
Excuse me, I didn't mean to unseat you.
So did you know something that I didn't?
Well.
No, so I am the immediate past chairman of the board of directors. But as you pointed out, I'm also a member of the Port of Seattle staff as the chief operating officer, and we are happy for Seafair, with 76 years under their belt and being able to provide this opportunity, first time on the waterfront. It's just amazing to us, and we get to, again, like I said, spotlight the beauty that has been created but just behind us.
Absolutely.
Delmas, we keep hearing about a working waterfront. What does that mean to you?
Well, it means a lot. Like, when I look at this parade today, we're going to be ending the parade over at Terminal 46, where we have our cargo, and then also here 66, where we have our cruise vessels that are coming and going to Alaska. We had the Norwegian Bliss that was here that cruised out. And then also we have Pier 69, where we have our corporate headquarters and home for the Port of Seattle. But we want to be able to, we know that we have a multi-billion-dollar industry that happens right here on this waterfront, and folks being able to see it as they're enjoying this Seafair summer, it's important to us.
It's a new route. It's a fabulous route. As I was walking here, I still saw some couches that were set out there along the route. People want their traditions. Can you talk a little bit about the importance of the tradition that you see in Seafair still being out here, even though we're on this new route with this beautiful new black
Sure.
backdrop?
Seafair is generational.
Yeah.
When you and I have met people every day that, summer comes around, the first thing they're thinking about is the hydros, the U.S.
Right.
Navy, Fleet Week, and it becomes a special part of our lives. And I think this year the team has been working really hard to be able to make it even more special. Like our slogan being bigger, better, bolder, they have made every effort to make sure that the local, economy is part of that amazing season.
You are so good.
Yeah.
That's why he's still on the board of directors.
And knows what he's doing. We're going to go out to our roving reporter on the street, El Thomas. What do you got, El?
Oh, bigger, better, bolder. He just said it, right? You guys know we don't mess around when it comes to Seafair. So yes, we have Torchlight tonight. Beautiful waterfront setting, but come next weekend, because don't we want something to also look forward to? We're going to be going to Genesee Park, Lake Washington for the Seafair Weekend Festival, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we know you want to hear more about that.
The final event of Seafair 2025 is a thrill seeker's dream come true. It's the Weekend Festival at Lake Washington, featuring the Apollo Mechanical Cup hydroplane races on the lake topping 200 miles per hour. And this year, the Grand Prix hydroplanes are also racing. And above the lake, the Boeing Air Show features adrenaline-pumping aerial performances, featuring the Marines F-35B fighter, aerobatic performer Melissa Burns, and your United States Navy Blue Angels. It's a 3-day family-friendly celebration at Genesee Park and Playfield from Friday, August 1st through Sunday, August 3rd. Tickets for the weekend festival include general admission, the deck, Captain's Club, the log boom, and grandstand seating. All tickets, including parking passes, are available at seafair.org.
I think I can hear the Super Hornets and Fat Albert now. Well, we will be able to soon, either way. Let's get back over to our partner at this point, Emily with Lance from Boeing.
Thanks, Elle. Here with me now is Lance Ball, Senior Director of Manufacturing and Safety at Boeing. Welcome, Lance.
Thank you, Emily. Great to be here.
Well, for the first time in 76 years, we have moved the Alaska Airlines Seafair Torchlight Parade to the waterfront, and along with that comes a move for the Boeing Military Hospitality Room. What do you think of this so far?
Oh my gosh, this is incredible. It's absolutely stunning. Nothing says Seattle like being down here on the newly renovated waterfront, and there's a lot of smiles down here tonight, and it feels like there's a Seafair spark, and I think that has a lot to do with this location, but also the great work that Seafair has put in to get us here.
Well, for those who are unfamiliar, what exactly happens here?
Yeah, well, this year in the parade we'll see military units and marching bands again, and that gives Boeing the opportunity to invite them into the hospitality room. We have food and beverages. They can rest up before the parade, get out of the heat, and practice their instruments. And that's just one way that Boeing could say thank you to our military veterans who mean so much to us.
And in addition to hosting this room, you have another tradition that happens at Torchlight Parade. Tell us about that.
Yes, we do. So in the parade tonight, you'll see Boeing employees, you'll see military veterans. In fact, you won't be able to miss them because they'll be guiding this massive Blue Angel balloon. And it's just incredible. And if you see them, please give them a wave, give them a shout out. Of course, the Blue Angels pilot the F-18 Super Hornets. Those jets are made by Boeing employees. And this is really just an opportunity to thank everybody for their service.
Well, speaking of Blue Angels, always a favorite, and Boeing is once again hosting the Boeing Seafair Air Show next weekend, Friday through Sunday at Lake Washington. What can we expect to see there?
It's hard to believe Seafair is right around the corner, August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. We're thrilled to welcome back the Blue Angels, of course, in the F-18 Super Hornets. On Sunday, August 3rd, which will be the last day of Seafair, we're really excited for the air show and the flyover with the 777-9. That airplane is made right here in Washington State, and it takes thousands of 777 employees contributing across the region to support that airplane, and we're so proud of the great work that they're doing, and we just hope everybody will come out, enjoy Seafair Weekend and the Boeing Seafair Air Show on August the 3rd.
Thanks so much, Lance, and thank you to Boeing for your partnership. We'll turn it back over to you.
Cairo 7 is proud to sponsor the Seafair Alaska Airlines Torchlight Parade. Stream live local news and community events like this one on the Cairo 7 app. Scan the code or search Cairo 7 now.
This Seafair trivia question is brought to you by Alaska Airlines. Which of these Seattle events took place when Seafair celebrated its 25th anniversary in 1974? The Space Needle was built, the Seattle Seahawks football franchise was created, the Seattle Mariners baseball team was formed, or Starbucks opened its first store at Pike Place Market. The answer when we return. This Seafair trivia answer is brought to you by Alaska Airlines. Which answer did you select? In 1974, NFL Commissioner Pete Rozelle announced the official signing of Seattle's franchise agreement. The team became the Seahawks after a naming contest, and they played their first game on August 1st, 1976, a preseason game against the San Francisco 49ers in the then brand new Kingdom.
Another athletic tradition of this area, the Torchlight Run, and here to talk to us about it today is our new friend, Cynthia Dole, the regional president of Kaiser Permanente, Washington, and you all decided to sponsor that run this year. You were just talking about how beautiful it was as the runners were coming in. What did you see?
It was amazing. The energy was incredible. We had over 1,300 different runners and walkers out there. Just a spectacular event, coming down the road, looking at the wheel, looking at the weather. It was a fantastic event.
As somebody who's running Kaiser Permanente around here, you're responsible for health advice. What is your advice for people participating in Seafair, the runs and all that, as they continue to enjoy the summer? Stretch and hydrate. Huh?
Stretch and hydrate always. I think keep your body moving. Hang out with your community. Spend time with friends and family. Healthier living is all those things, nutrition, moving. We just love taking care of our members and the broader community at Kaiser Permanente, and we're so proud to have sponsored this event.
And that's why you sponsored it. Get people out there moving, and look at them. There's so many of them were happy to be out here as well. And Seafair kind of communicates that also, to be involved with your community and your family.
That's right. Seafair's iconic, and that was, again, one of the reasons that we were so excited to be here. We're also super proud of this waterfront. I mean, the City of Seattle and the Port of Seattle have done a fantastic job, and it's just great to see all the community out here enjoying themselves. We love it.
We're enjoying ourselves. Thank you for joining us, Cynthia. We appreciate the advice. Elle Thomas is behind us. Elle, take it away.
Yeah, hey guys, you know, we cannot get enough of Emily, and for good reason, because she is the president and CEO of Seafair, so she's kind of a big deal, right? This is your first year in this position. Has it been everything you'd hoped?
It has been, and thankfully I worked at Seafair almost 10 years ago, so I knew what to expect. No big surprises, except I will say moving a parade for the first time in 76 years is not easy. So thank you to everyone who helped make this possible.
I got to ask too, what has just been your favorite thing, the thing you are most excited about for the community?
Just seeing everyone at our events with smiles on their faces, it makes me so happy. Every single event we have, all those smiles tonight.
All right, guys, we have a great Seafair coming up. I think you can hear behind us. We got the police motorcade getting ready to come through.
This trivia question is brought to you by Alaska Airlines. How many Olympic medals did Seattle native Apollo Ono win while competing in 3 Winter Games? Is it 6 medals, 7 medals, 8 medals, or 9 medals? The answer when we return. Welcome back to the Alaska Airlines Seafair Torchlight Parade, brought to you by the Port of Seattle.
Welcome back to the waterfront, and you see they're back. The Seattle Police Motorcycle Drill Team back this year. This is the first year we've done it at the waterfront. They haven't been in the parade for the last couple of years. It is great to see this group leading the Seafair Torchlight Parade, the Seattle Police Motorcycle Drill Team, precision drill team. It's one of the best motorcycle drill teams in the country. The Seattle Police Motorcycle Unit plays an important role at Seafair in providing escorts and safety move parade floats to get them safely from spot to spot and escorting the Blue Angel motorcade all the way to Boeing Field.
You are not in trouble. Even though we saw people tearing across the street there, they are here for our enjoyment tonight. As we take a look right here at the beginning of the pace car, that is right at the front, obviously, of the parade, right behind those motorcycles. And I think our own Elle Thomas is going to take a jog over there to give us an idea of what this pace is, Elle. It looks like oh boy, she's having to sweat it a little bit to catch back to them. And now that she's with them, she's going to keep pace with them for the whole parade.
You know, it makes me feel good that I can run that fast. All right, so they told me this was a comfortable walking speed. This is the comfortable walking speed when you're stuck behind someone that's walking too slowly. But guys, this is great. So this is the pace of the parade, and we do truly need to keep this pace because we have so many great performances and everything under the sun that needs to be this slow.
Yeah, wait until we see some of these drill teams that are trying to keep this pace also. Well, they're kicking and twirling and everything else. This parade route is about 1.4 miles. Actually, when they catch up with Elle, they've gone about half that distance. And so they're going to look very fresh-faced because they've been coming downhill, Gary. They might look a little more weary later on.
Yeah, and they've got to keep that plodding pace just to keep everything on time here. But believe me, that 69 Firebird form, that thing can go a lot faster than it's going right now. But look at the sunset behind them. Look at the colors, this late day sun. It's really great to have this at night again. Now we've got Alaska Airlines opening batter. That's Seattle's hometown airlines. Alaska Airlines, once again, the title sponsor of this Torchlight Parade, as they've been since 2018. Alaska, by the way, flies to more than 100 nonstop destinations from Seattle with more than 370 peak day departures. And with Alaska's combination with Hawaiian Airlines, that's a new marriage. Guests can now enjoy an expanded global network. Alaska's always been a really great loyal partner for the Seafair Torchlight Parade.
And right behind them, the King County Honor Guard. It's so great that they can be here with us in celebration. They often honor fallen officers by providing services for deputies and their families in the event of death in the line of duty. They are honored to be an integral part of Seafair and the Alaska Airlines Torchlight Parade. Of course, one of the finest community-oriented events in the country, and they are lending their service to that tonight.
Hey, right behind them, this is a great story, Monique. This is the Alaska Airlines float. Again, proud to be part of the Torchlight tradition in Seattle. They've proudly supported Make-A-Wish, Alaska and Washington for nearly 4 decades now. They make wishes come true for literally thousands of kids and their families. So JJ is on that float. If we can see him eventually, JJ's wish for Make-A-Wish took him from Seattle to Atlanta to meet his favorite basketball team, the Atlanta Hawks. And time again, Alaska Airlines workers talk about how much they love being part of the wish journey for kids like JJ. That's the highlight of their day. There's JJ, a wish come true.
Fantastic. And JJ's bopping it a little bit because he's celebrating with who's right behind him right there. The Alaska Airlines Volunteer Employee Dance Team Yeah, you know them, you love them. They're performing in their 14th parade, and today's employee dancers, they've come from all over. We're talking Sitka, San Diego, Phoenix, Vashon Island, and the current co-captains of the dance team are Philippe Race-Falk and also, yeah, look at those moves right there. Seafair royalty, Sir Oile Tercero. You ready?
This is always one of my favorite parts of this parade.
Here we go. That is how you point out the exits, folks. That was impressive.
That's if they have to tell you the nearest exit row could be behind you and items overhead could have shifted during the course of the flight.
I hope they have some ice water in those carry-ons. And behind them, so this is the Make-A-Wish group. We were just talking about JJ and how he was able to make that wonderful journey out to Atlanta to see his favorite basketball team. These folks are really integral to that, obviously, and they team up with Alaska to let that be done.
Alaska's support of Make-A-Wish extends far beyond the runway, from event sponsorships to providing volunteers for special events, to leadership on the local Make-A-Wish chapter board, to donating thousands of vouchers for flights and millions of frequent flyer miles.
And right behind them, the Alaska Airlines balloon there, the 7 floaty 7 balloon. See what I did there?
Yes,
yeah.
Well played.
Friendly smile there, and a gentle landing, or they're just buzzing right now. This is powered by 15 Alaska Airlines employees, and it's a 25-foot balloon.
All right, we're going to switch right now.
And you recognize that face right there. Kasey Keller,
royalty.
Local soccer hero, 4-time FIFA World Cup participant, 3 seasons with the Seattle Sounders, and also the Sounders color commentator. A familiar, friendly face, and Elle Thomas is going to talk to him right now.
I know. Lucky me, right, guys? Okay, Kasey, congratulations on being Grand Marshal. Growing up, do you have memories of Seafair?
Well, always, good. It was always about Blue Angels and hydroplanes and all kinds of fun stuff. And obviously the parade kicked it off, watching the Pirates come and kind of caused their mayhem. So it's nice that they're a little bit behind us. So, yeah, that's it.
Don't get the stench. Hey, what do you look forward to most living in Seattle, just in the summertime?
I think this kicks off where you really know the Northwest has the most beautiful summers, not only in the U.S., but in the world. So. And Seafair just gets the party started.
Undisputed. Kasey, thanks so much. Have a great Seafair.
Thank you.
Thanks, Elle. Thanks, Kasey. And coming up right behind them, the University of Washington Alumni Marching Band. this 220-member UW Varsity Alumni Band thrilled to be performing in its 44th consecutive Torchlight Parade. That's tradition. The board consists of current and former members of the Husky Marching Band. The Alumni Band also performs every year for the football team's home opener. Obviously, with the cheerleaders, got to keep that party going. In addition to sporting events, the Varsity Alumni Band's performing internationally in Australia, Canada, China, France, Italy, Scandinavia, wow, around the world, even Switzerland and Mexico. So you see that renowned UW cheer and dance team. Harry the Husky, the famous UW helmet car, is mixed in there. And our national award-winning feature twirler, that's Carista Collar. She's coming up right behind him. Who has more fun than them?
I think the only people not bopping right now are the Cougs out there, right?
I don't know. I think that's a foot tapper no matter where you come from.
Well, not part of the alumni band, but a proud alum of UW right here, Shannon Braddock, the King County executive, the first woman to serve as King County executive, and she's going to chat with Elle now.
Hey, Shannon. Okay, we just heard you're an alum there, so you got an exciting spot in the parade.
Awesome. Go Dogs.
Yeah. So we know your term comes to an end in this fall already. What's on your agenda for the remaining time?
Oh, we've got a lot to do. We're going to pass a budget, not exciting parade information, but a real thing. Yeah, and it's just, the county is huge, 2.3 million people. We're just going to keep doing our best work for them.
I think we only have like half of that in attendance right now. We'll work on that for next year.
What a gorgeous night. Gorgeous night.
What are you most proud of from the term that you've already served the last few months?
Oh, gosh. Honestly, I'm just really proud of the public servants who work in local government for King County. We have amazing people working.
Amazing, Shannon. Thank you so much. Have fun.
Thanks so much. Happy Seafair.
Thanks, Elle. Right behind them is the man who talked to us probably about 20, 30 minutes ago. That is Seattle Mayor Bruce Harrell and his lovely wife. We had contact with Bruce Harrell yesterday, Monique, when he was supposed to cut the ribbon for Pier 58, and instead he let the kids run through the gauntlet and start opening the park by playing on the giant squid.
I don't think he wanted to brave the giant squid. I heard that that's a very, very fast slide.
Yeah, but he is a populist, so he was doing what the people really wanted to do, and those kids wanted to open the park by playing on that slide.
Look at that car,
That is an
too.
incredible Corvette.
Is that what that is? I thought that was the Batman's car.
It does.
Very, very cool. And right behind him, Seattle Police Chief Sean Barnes. He was appointed by the mayor in December of last year, sworn in January of this year. He was previously in Madison, Wisconsin, and he is walking this route. Oh, and Elle's trying to catch up with him, but that car is performing as the blocker right now, although she's catching up with him right now. Elle, you have the police chief.
Don't worry, guys. I always get my person, right, Chief?
Absolutely.
Hey, you've been in the position now for 6 months. What has been the most rewarding thing for you so far?
The most rewarding thing is getting to know this amazing city, these amazing people who want to feel safe and be safe in Seattle, and creating new and existing partnerships.
Hey, I'm a Belltown resident. I feel every bit of that. This is your first Seafair. What have you been able to do so far? What are you looking forward to most?
I've been able to do a lot of walking, getting out of my car, meeting people, getting to know what Seafair is all about. This is my first, certainly won't be my last. I'm so excited about this opportunity to be in Seattle with, of course, my amazing staff that decided to walk with me.
Chief, you're stuck with us now. Hey, thanks so much. Have a great Seafair.
Thank you.
This trivia answer is brought to you by Alaska Airlines. How many Olympic medals did Apollo Ono win in 3 Winter Games? If you answered 8, you're right. Apollo Ono. Welcome back to the Alaska Airlines Seafair Torchlight Parade, brought to you by the Port of Seattle.
Back live at the waterfront, now you see the big rig right there with Fire Chief Harold Scoggins. He's the Seattle Fire Chief on board.
Chief Scoggins is actually walking at this
Oh,
route.
he is. He's right in front of it. There he is. Chief Harold Scoggins has been the fire chief for Seattle Fire since 2015. After more than 30 years of experience in the fire service, he started his firefighter career as a member of the United States Air Force. We appreciate your service to our country, Chief. And there's the weaving fire truck, trying to keep pace. Firefighters have got such cool tools, man. Here's trivia without a break, Monique. Do you know the difference between a fire truck and a fire engine?
No.
Fire truck has ladders.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Take that to the bar
There's
and
a
win a
truck.
drink. There you go.
And right behind that truck, I now know, is Keith Taylor, the Seafair board chair. He spent 30 years in the U.S. Coast Guard. He retired as a rear admiral. This guy is all about service. The Seafair Charitable Foundation Board of Directors, the United Services Organization Northwest Advisory Council, and the Seattle Sports Commission. He's a very, very busy man. And as a Coast Guard aviator, he has almost 5,000 hours of helicopter flight time, and he's a rated aircraft maintenance officer. Boy, that guy wears a lot of hats. If you were wearing them all, they'd be going off the screen right now. He also started as a company focused on strategic leadership. He started a company, that is, focused on strategic leadership and emergency management, also safety and environmental excellence, and operational performance in the maritime sector. And here he is with us tonight. And perhaps you can hear, though, who is coming up behind him. That is the Seattle Sounders sound wave. right now, the official band of the Seattle Sounders Football Club.
That band performs music from genres including pop, rock, Latin, funk, and big band. They got it all covered. All right, and right behind them, there's the tradition that goes back, I think, 60-something years. Those are the Seafair Clowns. Seafair Clowns, year-round ambassadors of Seattle's summer celebration. They're as old as Seafair. That tradition goes back into 1953 as a graduates club of Seattle University. They're all volunteers. They entertain those attending Seafair and Seafair events alike.
Can you believe that people look at that and they say, that's a tradition I want to be. I want to look just like that guy.
Well,
I want to put a mop on my head and get out there at Seafair. That's fantastic.
I don't know if he's in this crowd, but the guy they call Joker is Peter Eastie. He plays in an old man's baseball league with me, and Peter is a gem of a person. And they bring smiles to kids' faces.
Absolutely.
They play, it's practical jokes. Oh, there he is.
Oh, boy.
Joker, come on over.
No.
Peter Eastie, good to see you, brother. Yeah, this is the one clown you don't have to be afraid of right here. I love you, too. Okay. There he is, the Joker, better known as Peter Eastie.
Oh, my gosh. Look at that little bike, too.
Elle's with them. Oh, my gosh. Look at Elle. I think wait, Elle is being kidnapped.
She's being kidnapped by a clown. She's being clown napped.
You would think, you would think Chief Barnes would be the one to arrest me, not the clowns.
No, they're getting away. Maybe watch out. You're going to get hit by that bicycle, too. And look at this. We are in the presence of royalty right now.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. Eric Johnson, King Neptune. Eric has been a voice in Seattle for decades, telling amazing stories. He's about to tell some to Elle.
Okay, I want everyone to understand really quickly. Eric Johnson, truly a Seattle TV legend, icon. Haven't heard King in your sign-off ever, but I like that you're taking on the new role. What inspired you to move into King Neptune status?
I'll tell you what, I just want to represent the city in this fabulous Seafair celebration. It is so much in the heart and soul of this city that it's just an absolute pleasure and an honor to serve this thing. I mean, look at all these people. This parade route is sensational, right? First time ever. So exciting.
You have been a part of this community for decades, so this is not your first Seafair. What is the energy like being down here for the first time?
You know what? You just see people of all shapes and sizes and happy and old and young, and it's just a blast to see the people of this city that we're surrounded by and to be up close and see them face to face. This is my wife, Monique, and we're just having an absolute blast. It's good to be the king.
Oh, you wear that crown well, sir. You guys have fun.
Thanks so much to them. And I should say, not only do I love his wife's name, but he's responsible for bringing my husband to this city.
No kidding.
Yes,
Jamie came here because of Eric?
Absolutely. We'll talk about that later. But let's get over to Queen Alcyon now. Carmen Best, and she's going to be talking to Elle too.
Carmen, I feel like the last time I interviewed you, you were in blue, but for a different reason. You used to be an officer for years and years and years. What does this community mean to you and just involvement and being in the midst of all of this?
Well, this is so exciting and absolutely historic on the beautiful Seattle waterfront with thousands of people to see this parade and the first time ever on Alaskan Way. This is so very exciting, and I couldn't be more thrilled to be here, having been the former chief, loving the community, and now to be in this role is absolutely great.
What does that crown and sash mean to you?
It means community, it means respect, it means love, it means bringing things together. A little bit different than the 8-point hat, but I am enjoying it and loving it and so glad to be out here tonight.
Queen Carmen, Queen Alcyon, thank you so much for your time. Enjoy Seafair.
I'm loving it. Thank you.
You know, it is really hard to follow up royalty, but this young woman is the one to do it. She's the 2025 Seafair Community Hero, Mercy Hobb. What an impressive young woman, and we're so proud to have her in our community. She's a rising junior at Stanford University. She's on the pre-med track. She graduated from Shorewood High School. She is a cancer survivor, and she has quite a story, and she's going to tell it to Elle.
Give us a little bit of information here, Mercy. I mean, you took a gap year after high school to work for Fred Hutch Cancer Center. What did that mean to you? Why did you do that?
Well, as a cancer survivor, it was really hard to get some good time with family, so it was really great to be able to spend time with family, but also Fred Hutch and every other institution here is such a place of excellence and is why someone like me gets to continue, being alive, not only, but also thriving. And so it was really wonderful to be able to contribute to that.
I mean, it's hard not to get emotional over it. As Monique mentioned, you're a rising junior at Stanford. What are you studying and what motivates you? Why do you keep going?
Yeah, my major title is Cancer Across the Community and in Individuals, and it's specifically focused on vulnerable communities, so I think it's really important that we really care for everyone, especially when we do our scientific research. But I really hope to be an oncologist for kids and contribute as much as I can.
Oh, you're amazing. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful time. Hold that head high and wait.
Yes, I will. Thank you.
What an amazing young woman.
Followed up by the Seattle Seafair Commodores, led by 2025 Commandant Mary Valmonte and first husband Joe. Celebrating 70 years of service, the Seattle Seafair Commodores are a nonprofit organization of dedicated volunteers who proudly serve as goodwill ambassadors, representing Seafair through the Northwest Festival Hosting Association while promoting Seafair, the city of Seattle, and the greater Pacific Northwest.
They are very, very good at waving, but these people might even have them beat. This is Seafair royalty. They've reigned over the festival and represented the city of Seattle since 1950. So the legacy of Seafair royalty includes exceptional individuals who hold impactful roles. They drive meaningful change in their communities and careers. And to honor the long-standing tradition of the Seafair royalty, the Seafair royalty alumni join us tonight to celebrate another year of community and connection. And this year our royalty bus, you can see, was donated by Seattle Sightseeing Company. So wave hello to them, all the former queens, Miss Seafair's, King Neptune's, prime ministers as well.
Followed up by the Seattle Seafair Marshals. That is Wayne Severson, the 2025 Chief Parade Marshals. They are the men and women in the light blue shirts you see helping run more than 40 regional parades and events, including this one, which is quite an undertaking because it is an all-new route, an all-new experience right on the waterfront, as we've been telling you all night. The Torchlight Parade is on a new route, and these guys are escorting everybody.
And look at this. Boy, this is a lot quieter than the Blue Angels we're used to, isn't it? This is the Boeing Blue Angel balloon, which has been a Seafair partner since the start of the festival, or Boeing has, since the festival started 76 years ago. That's the FA-18 Super Hornet balloon, escorted actually by Boeing employees, including several Boeing veterans. And, you know, military veterans make up about 15% of Boeing's U.S.-based workforce. So thanks so much for all the different ways that they have served us.
And joining the Commodores this year, that's Beth Hughes, the Commodore of the Seafair Boat Club. The Seafair Boat Club is a not-for-profit organization chartered to organize volunteers in support of the Seafair Festival and water-oriented activities throughout the greater Seattle area. Wondering what those activities are? 4th of July brought to you by Amazon at Gasworks Park. Those are the fireworks, the Apollo Mechanical Cup on Lake Washington in August, and a holiday cruise for the intellectually disabled on Lake Union in December.
And right behind them, the Oberto hydroplane Started off, of course, by their banner there. And here they come. For 50 years, Oberto is synonymous with Seafair. In 1975, Art Oberto sponsored the company's first hydroplane, and the tradition of adding fun and excitement to Seafair continues to this very day. Oberto's been a Seattle original since 1918, and I think, can you see what's being dragged behind that hydro right there? Oh, when I first moved to Seattle 20 years ago, I kept on hearing about this. So many people with memories of wooden hydros that were...
The boomers always had wooden hydros homemade, and behind them, Sumner's High School Marching Band. This is a huge, you see the flag corps in front. It's a huge band. It represents the Sumner School District, of course, in the Sumner and Bonnie Lake area. There are 100+ students, and they work hard to get tight. They rehearse over the summer, and they perform at a lot of events throughout the year. We're glad they're here. Over the past year, this group has performed in parades from Tacoma to Auburn to Olympia to White Rock, BC to San Diego. By the way,
You're watching the Alaska Airlines Seafair Torchlight Parade, brought to you by the Port of Seattle. Welcome back to the Alaska Airlines Seafair Torchlight Parade, brought to you by the Port of Seattle.
What a beautiful night we're having tonight at the Alaska Airlines Seafair Torchlight Parade. And how about these young ladies, the Elegance Drill Team? This is a dynamic group, young performers. They're 13 to 18 years old. They haven't been back to Torchlight since 2018. So welcome back, ladies of Elegance. They were founded in 2012 in King County. Vibrant youth organization. Let's just watch and listen to them with their moves. And now we have the Boeing Salutes military banner here.
The Boeing Company salutes the military during today's parades and throughout Seafair. Every year, the Boeing Company hosts a military hospitality suite for all members of the military participating in today's parade.
And right behind them, the 1st Corps Army Band. They're located at Joint Base Lewis McChord. They have 55 musician soldiers demonstrating the highest professional performance and appearance standards to best represent the Army and serve the country. And in addition to marching in parades and performing military ceremonies, the band has a lot of other musical ensembles that perform for all types of events and audiences, military and civilian. Let's listen to them.
Oh. L. Thomas is with Lieutenant the General Matthew McFarland. L, take it away.
I promise you can rejoin. I'm sorry, I didn't know you were leaving it.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, L is right there.
Yeah, everyone, we have Lieutenant General McFarland with us here. Lieutenant General, thank you so much for stopping. I'm sorry I had to pull you out of the march here. Tell us a little bit about 1st Corps' mission.
Yes, sir. Certainly 1st Corps and all the soldiers from across 1st Corps stationed at both Joint Base Lewis McChord. We have soldiers in Hawaii and Alaska. We conduct training and operations, campaigning across the Pacific throughout the year to ensure we are deterring our adversaries and ready to prevail in crisis or conflict if needed. More importantly, today I'm representing Joint Base Lewis McChord, which has 40,000 different service members from across all the branches that actively train and are stationed there. Them and their families are active members of this awesome Seattle community of which Seafair represents.
Well,
so great to be a part of.
Lieutenant General, we appreciate you and all of your fellow soldiers and service members. Thank you for your service and have a great Seafair.
Thanks, Elle. Thanks for highlighting this awesome community.
Amazing. Thank you.
Yeah.
And the Marines, Major Patrick Kolb with the U.S. Marine Corps. That's a commander in a beautiful, beautiful car. We thank them for their service as they pass by the Alaska Seafair Torchlight Parade. And behind them, we've got another tradition now.
Yeah, a different kind of service, if you will. And this will look very familiar to everybody. The members from the Dick's Drive-In community, absolutely, including their classic car show.
They go back as far as the Torchlight Parade, too. They opened up in Seattle in 1954.
Who's that turkey? Or eagle, maybe.
But they're throwing out hamburgers.
They're shaking it.
Yeah. This is also a tradition.
Oh, Elle, that's my girl. Yeah. That's my girl. Yes.
Take care of our own these parts. Dee Dee, I see you. Come here.
The hamburger wrangler extraordinaire, L. Thomas.
I do what I can, guys. I do what I can.
You do it very well.
Not all heroes wear capes. Some wear burger wrappers.
Dick's has had 70 years to get this right. If you've ever waited in line at Dick's, you see, and they take care of their employees. They're all students. They give scholarships. And they've been at it 70 years.
And they also support all these classic cars. Look at this. These are some of the classic cars that are going to be on display at the Dick's Drive-In Classic Car Show during Seafair weekend. So this year's show is going to feature classic cars and trucks on display on Lake Washington Boulevard within Seafair's Thunder Alley. That's Saturday, August 2nd, Sunday, August 3rd. That's when you're going to see these beauties. I know you're drooling right now,
That's
Gary.
a 65 Mustang.
Okay, what's that? I do not know my cars. That's pretty and that's prettier.
Yeah. Yeah, these are like Hot Wheels cars. They're great toys.
Fun, fun, fun.
Got the Port Townsend Fire Department behind them.
Wow. That's a classic engine. You said that's... Well, there's a ladder on it, so that's a classic truck, then you tell me, right?
Yeah, that's right.
See, I'm a quick student. How about that?
And behind that, you got a 56 Chevrolet Bel Air. I'll just call these out as they pass by, if you don't mind.
And these...
Celebrating over a century of history, Pike Place Market is right there. defining Seattle landmark for more than 118 years. And Monique and I can both say that there is an overpass right now that connects the market down to the waterfront.
Oh, yeah.
So the whole complexion has changed. 500 small businesses, from farmers to artisans, chefs to craftspeople. The market is a true community hub.
And that Overlook Walk is filled with buskers nowadays, too. So you're going to be hearing tunes like that as well.
By the way, they've got the fishmongers from Pike Place Market. There you go.
Those fish aren't quite as slippery as the ones they usually deal with.
Those are the practice rounds, I believe. Yeah, there you go. They don't drop those.
Pretty good. And look who's right behind him, the Metro bus. Yes, the largest transit agency in the Northwest here. King County Metro believes the freedom to move is a human right. Look at them flashing their lights in the middle of the Seafair Torchlight Parade. And wherever you go, Metro says they invite you to take their all-day network of bus and Metro Flex and paratransit. Also, their streetcar, van pool, water taxi, and a whole lot more, especially with all of that work going on I-5. We've heard the complaints. We understand the complaints about getting stuck in traffic. These folks can help you out.
Right behind them, you can hear the pulse coming. They're about to raise the pulse and the temperature on the parade route. That is Blue Thunder, the Seattle Seahawks Blue Thunder drumline. They've been around since 2004, 21 years. Blue Thunder is an entertainment-focused drumline. By the way, I didn't know until I just saw this here. You could rent them for your party.
What?
Yes.
I want to rent that guy's flowing hair. Can I, please? Wow, nobody is happier that this is a nice, mild night than those folks. Playing their hearts out over 1.5 miles. Oh, okay, Al, okay.
What do you think? Can I do it?
Air drums. I love it. Add it to Elle's list of talents. Impressive. I think you turned those drums into maracas there for a second, Elle. And right about now, I want to see Elle keeping up with these folks. This is the Seattle Chinese American Chamber of Commerce here. They're presenting the Flying Dragons and Lions of the ancient Han Dynasty of China. Now, all of these, this is hard work. All performers are trained in the art of Kung Fu, and they're strong enough to carry that equipment and to make it shine. You know, Gary, we're getting to that part in the night too, where we're realizing that we're back in the twilight at nighttime, and we're starting to see kind of the reflection of some of these colors, and it is just beautiful. And these folks also perform year-round for any special occasion. Uh-oh, don't let Elle get near him.
I got it. Right behind them, these guys are my favorites too. Those are the Daughters of Royalty Drill and Dance Team. They've been around for about 15 years, and they're co-sponsored by the City of Seattle and Seattle Parks and Recs. So their performances consist of high-energy jazz, hip-hop, dance, college-style step, and acrobatics. They practice a lot to do this, and they hope to provide the youth with the opportunity to develop physically and mentally as they work together as a team, keeping sight of their mission to demonstrate excellence in the areas of precision performing arts.
Fantastic, and we're going to watch them as we roll into break.
Welcome back to the Alaska Airlines Seafair Torchlight Parade, brought to you by the Port of Seattle.
And we are coming back to the Rhapsody Winter Guard, the Pacific Northwest premier color guard here. Their mission is to provide an education in pageantry. Here they come. There they are. Look at them showing off their colors right there. Now, the Rhapsody Winter Guard is a 4-time finalist, 2-time world champ at the Winter Guard International World Championships. And their mission is to provide an education in pageantry, nurture creativity, and cultivate outstanding individuals. And the intent was to use the sport of Winter Guard to create an atmosphere that encourages individuals to grow into teachers and productive members of the community while also performing a fun and challenging show there. And that is what they are doing, the Rhapsody Winter Guard.
Here it comes. This is a big group, Monique. They are well represented here.
They're all grooving.
Next.
And coming up right behind them, Seafair welcomes the Seafair Fleet Week and Boeing Maritime Celebration. There's their banner right there. Fleet Week, mark it right now on your calendar. It begins Tuesday, July 29th. That's with the parade of ships through Elliott Bay. That's followed by a week of events on the Seattle waterfront, including free ship tours and other activations on Pier 46. And then starting Wednesday through Sunday, this year, the free ship tours will require a real ID, though, folks. Make sure you bring your real ID for access to the visiting ships. Everyone invited to have fun, celebrate those who serve our country, and you'll also get exclusive access to the U.S. Navy and Coast Guard.
And right there, you see the pride of the Navy, the Navy Band Northwest. They report to Commander, Navy Region Northwest. They're under the supervision of Navy Band Northwest. It's a 35-member band. These guys are well-traveled. These men and women go to 450 engagements, usually around our area of the Pacific Northwest, Alaska, the mountain states. They support numerous events, including military change of command and retirement ceremonies, parades, and concerts. Let's take a listen. I love it when they play Anchors Away.
It's pretty great.
It's just great.
You know who's proud of them right now? Their captain, James Sherman, who recently took command of Navy Region Northwest, is a Legion of Merit Defense Meritorious Service Medal. Oh, and John Berger, actually, excuse me. L. Thomas with him right now. L?
Yeah, guys, we have Captain Sherman here. Yes, he is beaming with pride right now. Captain, tell us, what is Navy Region Northwest's primary role?
Well, our role is to deliver hope around the world with our C-17 Globemaster aircraft.
Amazing. Enjoy Seafair.
And do you think maybe he smells something right behind him that's actually pretty nice? Yeah, we have Azel's famous chicken there. Long-standing partnership with Seafair, providing meals including their fresh chicken, their homemade rolls, their side dishes for the beloved Blue Angels, Seafair staff, volunteers, and spectators. Quite a partnership there, and look at them all out there on their skates. The co-founder, Lewis, passionate skater for 40 years. He has a comprehensive approach to success, if you will, emphasizing not only culinary excellence, but also commitment to community well-being. And tonight, focusing on highlighting skating as a healthy and active lifestyle.
And there is us, Pyro 7, carrying the banner. You're going to see Eric Thomas, reporter Brooke Griffin, and we saved the best for last here. Pinpoint meteorologist Nick Allard.
I think
you're going to see
Gary and
them.
Nick, you guys save it for later. We got a bromance going on. Guys, Eric, this is your first Seafair. Brooke, you too. How are you guys feeling?
This is amazing. This is awesome. Seeing so many people out here. The weather is beautiful. We've been loving the sights and sounds. We got music in front of us. What more could you want?
And your daughter beside you.
Hi.
Brooke, how about you? How are you feeling?
I'm never moving back to the East Coast. You can't beat this. Come on now. This is beautiful. Everybody's so much fun.
And then, of course, we have the man who needs no introduction but wants one, Nick Allard, Cairo 7 pinpoint meteorologist. Nick, you're a legend here. I don't want to say it, but I will. Okay. You're welcome. Give me $5 later. What does it mean to you to be here in the parade today?
Oh, this is just the absolute best. I mean, I'm in the same street right now with Gary Horker. That's automatically a huge thing. I was just yelling your name down the street, and my own people were like, shh, you're too loud. But this is so great, having it on the waterfront. I love being involved with this every year. This is absolutely the best.
All right, guys, I brought you some light-up swag. Split it amongst yourselves. Have fun, guys. I'll see you on TV. I can't believe it.
We won't tell Nick that calling him a legend is calling him old. And right behind them, we have the North Queens drill team. They're a familiar sight throughout the Pacific Northwest. You know that white and royal blue uniform there. The North Queens formed in 1959. They're one of the area's oldest drill teams. They're from Linwood, and their members come from the surrounding communities also, though. Ages range from 10 to 20. They practice year-round to really perfect their routines. This is about precision here. They do about 20 events a year. They travel all over Washington and Oregon. They participate in parades, competitions. They're looking for more members. So watch and listen here and see if this is something for you. Again, the North Queens drill team.
Followed by iHeartRadio's Pride. That's the Jubal Show. They've got commercial-free weekends. By the way, Hits 106.1, that's one of these things where you've got their windows down and everybody's listening to the same summertime music. They play all the hits. The Jubal Show, you can hear them every morning from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on your iHeart app or on your radio. There you go. There he is. That's the morning guy himself.
Well, Gary, you talk about a hit. I don't mean to eclipse these folks. Here's a hit right here. The Mason Country Forest Festival. They are the proud winners of the Seafair Workmanship Award presented by Davis Sign. So this is an award for the float representing excellence in craftsmanship, materials used, build integrity, and lettering. You can see why they got it right here. The 81st Forest Festival theme, it is rooted in wood, strength in water. So the float ties in both the forest and marine life of Mason County. And the 2025 Royal Court is riding on that beautiful float. So join them in Mason County the first full weekend after Memorial Day next year. Whoa, they know how to play their music. Congratulations to them for getting the Workmanship Award.
Right behind them is an incredibly important, that is Colonel Catherine Sanborn. She serves as the commander of the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers Seattle District, responsible for leading the district's missions and partnerships. We're talking about water. That Seattle district, under that command, plays a vital role in environmental conservation, from protecting our wetlands to restoring crucial ecosystems and cleaning up hazardous and toxic waste. Those men and women do a lot of work that keep the water in place and keep us all safe.
And right behind that, Admiral Arek Savani is the commander of the U.S. Coast Guard Northwest District. So that's comprised of 3,000 active duty, reserve, civilian, and auxiliary personnel. They serve, protect, and defend our homeland, including Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and Montana. And in just a year, the Northwest District, get this, they executed more than 1,200 search and rescue cases and 2,500 Homeland Security patrols. They aided 1,500 lives. They saved $6.6 million in property. They conducted 3,000 vessel and facility inspections. And they serviced 772 aids to navigation and responded to 366 pollution cases. I'm out of breath, and all I'm doing is reading about their service. Now, if you see them on the Puget Sound, the Straits of Juan de Fuca, Columbia River, or offshore, man, give them a wave, give them a thanks, and even in appreciation of their service, remember your boat safety. Wear a life jacket as well. That's their mission out here tonight as they're waving to us on this beautiful night. Look at that sky, Barry.
There you got Rear Admiral Arek Savani, the commander of the U.S. Coast Guard Northwest District. The Northwest District is comprised of 3,000 active duty, reserve, civilian, and auxiliary personnel who serve, protect, and defend our homeland, including our state, Oregon, Idaho, and Montana.
And behind them, we have the Washington State Autumn Leaf Festival from Leavenworth. They started their Autumn Leaf Festival in 1964 with community volunteers to promote tourism and goodwill.
This float is inviting you to treat yourself to Leavenworth, something that I love to do just before Christmas. Leavenworth is an old world Bavarian-themed town. If you've never been there, excellent food.
I'm going to get some ice cream by the looks of that float, too.
Yeah. You know, so authentic German treats even for your furry friends. Monique, you got to bring your dog.
Oh, boy.
Come watch the changing of the leaves the last weekend in September.
She'll follow that ice cream cone. There's no doubt about that. And behind them, we have the Greater Seattle Korean Association. So Korean American community leaders leading the march with the Korean national flag and traditional hanbok, a reenactment of a royal procession from the Joseon dynasty. So you can check out the lively traditional percussion performance here of a young Taekwondo team. They're going to showcase some martial arts demonstrations also. All the generations included with this group, this beautiful, colorful, musical group.
You're watching the Alaska Airlines Seafair Torchlight Parade, brought to you by the Port of Seattle. Welcome back to the Alaska Airlines Seafair Torchlight Parade, brought to you by the Port of Seattle.
Welcome back, and you see the end of the Korean American Association. Those are kids practicing martial arts, and they're chopping wood and all manner of things. I think El Thomas should mix it up with them. Monique, she's a black belt, so
she is.
She can show them
in karate, though. This is Taekwondo. I don't know. Yeah. They might have a face-off.
Behind them is Seattle Jazzed, and the ED in Jazzed stands for education. This is your home for excellent music education. They believe any student who wants to play music should play music. They welcome any students in grades 4 to 12. If you can sing or play in an ensemble, you can do a one-day workshop, spend a week in the summer, or all three. Let's take a listen.
So those are some of the sounds of Seafair. You're about to see some of the sights as we look at the Falun Dafa Association of Washington. They have come ashore to celebrate the Seafair Torchlight Parade again this year. And again, we just have to be so happy to be back, that this is a true torchlight parade as the sun is going down right now, and we're seeing this beautiful float with its light and these costumes that are reflecting the light as well. So Falun Dafa is celebrating its 20th year in the Seafair Torchlight Parade. The Cosmic Fob Boat continues to inspire. Look at that award-winning float presented by the practitioners of Falun Dafa, a peaceful meditation practice based on the values of truth, compassion, and tolerance. Inspired by the Ming Dynasty, that handcrafted float features glowing golden trim there, divine figures in traditional dress, and a radiant garden of Udumbara flowers. Those are the legendary blossoms said to bloom only once every 3,000 years.
Wow.
So don't blink when it happens.
This is when the nighttime parade really pays off.
Yes.
Incredible. Yep.
So you heard those drums beating, and then you hear kind of a different pitter-patter right behind it, and you're about to see why, as again, we're seeing this lit up a little bit on these horses. These are the Latin dancing horses of Washington here. Pretty amazing group. They're a nonprofit organization. They focus on the rehabilitation of horses that have been neglected or abused, not only in Washington, but throughout the Pacific Northwest here. So the group's made up of individuals who are passionate about training these gorgeous horses and sharing their majesty. And it's hard to believe that they've come from difficult backgrounds when they're clearly in the right hands right now. The horses that you see right now, they have all been rescued and rehabilitated for a variety of reasons. And they're one of the highlights of this parade. So impressive and humiliating that a horse can dance better than I can.
You know, you got to be just right here astride these horses. You can almost see the look in their eye. They take so much pride in making sure that they get the beat right.
It's incredible.
It is incredible.
And all of these folks, this big group here, are dedicated to giving these horses a second chance. Not only to saving them, but getting to them to this point that they can perform and be so disciplined and have this connection with their riders, and actually horses being around one another as well.
It's what love and rhythm can do.
Yeah. And look at those hard-working folks rounding them up, too. Followed by their cleanup crew there.
Yeah, somebody's got to muck the stalls, too, right? So Capital Lake Fair is next. This is a great story. They're celebrating 70 years of giving back to the community, and they get the Community Spirit Award for that beautiful float in the nighttime light. It's awarded to the float representing the excellence and interpretation of the float's home. That's community, spirit, and celebrations. And that's what they stand for. The theme for 2025 is Lake Fair, a roaring good time. Lake Fair travels to festivals from Oregon to Canada as a goodwill ambassador to promoting the beautiful cities of Tumwater, Lacey, and Olympia. Yeah, riding on that float right now are the Queen and the ambassadors, and walking with the incredible float are the Capitolarians. This is one of the floats that would not have shown up had we not done this in the dark.
Exactly.
Thank you for making this a nighttime parade again. This is just beautiful.
Those floats, and look at those beautiful, elegant dresses with those stones on them, too, that kind of glisten in the light. It's fantastic.
There's
and
the
now,
Seawolves.
yes, they are the founding member of Major League Rugby here. The Seattle Seawolves kicked off their inaugural season in 2018. They claimed back-to-back MLR championships in 2018 and 2019. So who's in there? That's Captain Reichard Hodding and fellow player Duncan Matthews that are there. I think some of their representatives were in front of us at the Pride Parade this year, and they were tossing the ball around and climbing on each other's shoulders. It was very impressive.
Having played rugby in college, I cannot believe they have all their teeth. Those guys know what they're doing.
Don't look too closely, maybe.
There you go. Now we go to the Jefferson County Rhododendron Festival. Ladies and gentlemen, the Jefferson County Rhododendron Festival has won the Innovation and Tech Award presented by the Boeing Company, awarded to the float representing excellence in the use of mechanical, electrical, and other mobility features. What you're looking at is the culmination of the 90 years of the Rhododendron Festival. They're joining the 2025 court and its Pegasus as they celebrate the festival decked out in diamonds, sparkle, and bling.
And you can hear them coming here, presenting the award-winning legendary Electra Nets High Steppers drill team. And these ladies are celebrating 45 years of empowering youth and inspiring communities. They're going to dazzle you, folks. See? Let's just watch. Oh. Wow.
They can get down, but the difference between them and me is they can get back up again. You know what? I got to tell you, this is one of my favorite things to see every year. If you don't come down here, you don't experience the energy and the rhythm these people have and the pride on their faces. They've worked really hard to get here to do this.
And again, these costumes just look amazing in the torchlight, if you will. And this is the Seattle Chinese Arts Group right here. So this is the Pacific Northwest Arts Performing Association. They're a nonprofit arts organization. They're founded back in 2008. And they're a comprehensive performing arts group. They feature a chorus, a waist drum team, a traditional Chinese dance team, an opera ensemble, a ballroom dance team, and even a square dance team. So over 16 years, they've brought a lot of vibrant and engaging performances to communities across the greater Seattle area.
We'll be back right after this brief message. Come on back.
You're watching the Alaska Airlines Seafair Torchlight Parade, brought to you by the Port of Seattle. Welcome back to the Alaska Airlines Seafair Torchlight Parade, brought to you by the Port of Seattle.
And we are welcoming you back on this beautiful night with another award winner in the Alaska Airlines Seafair Torchlight Parade. This is the Sequim Irrigation Festival Court, and they won the Emerald City First Class Award presented by Alaska Airlines, which is awarded to the float highlighting excellence in theme, design, use of innovation, and technology, construction, and overall appearance. And they put this together for the Sequim Irrigation Festival, which is, by the way, the longest running festival in the state of Washington. So it is celebrating its 130th year. And right in back of them, the Portland Rose Festival, the Royal Rosarians.
Yeah, they're ambassadors of goodwill for Portland, the city of roses, of course. On their float today is the Royal Rosarian Prime Minister and First Squire. They march today in their traditional white suits, and those straw hats are significant because that's part of the Rosarians all-volunteer organization. They represent 250 people, giving thousands of hours to the community every year.
And behind them, the Salvation Army, glad to have them back for their 6th appearance in the Seafair Torchlight Parade. Such very active members in our community. Their programs address homelessness, also food distribution, addiction rehabilitation, domestic violence, youth programs, and disaster relief. They are there when you need them. In the parade today, their distinctive street-level vehicles, also the Salvation Army street-level team that works hard every day to give a hand to people experiencing homelessness. So their work is funded through local donations, and all the money donated in King County is used to help people right here in King County.
You know, when I first moved here, Monique, I was doing some work with some homeless people, and they told me they got their clothes at Sally's. And I said, what is
Who's
Sally's?
Sally?
They said, it's my friends at the Salvation Army. They called it Sally's.
Dancing their way down this parade route also. About halfway through the 1.5 miles that they're traveling tonight. Look at that with the great wheel lit up behind them. This is what it's all about, folks. So much community turning out tonight, and what a beautiful setting. And there's that street level team right there.
These are people that just give back, and they look for people to help at every turn, and they don't turn anybody away.
Love seeing those kids out there with them too.
Look at this float.
Oh,
Monique,
wow.
This is why we have a nighttime parade. Beautiful.
Should we say that again? Nighttime.
These are the Sikhs of Washington. They've been participating in the Torchlight Parade for 19 years.
Yeah, the Sikhs are performing a form of martial arts called Gatka. It was created by the Sikhs of the Punjab region in India. And so that's what you're going to see in a little bit as we take this beautiful look at their float there. That is just absolutely gorgeous and so beautifully lit as well. And the Sikhs also participate in other parades and festivals around Washington, Oregon, and Canada to represent and spread awareness about their community. It's so great to have them here.
Right behind them is the mighty Ballard Eagles drill team. They've been seen wearing their familiar turquoise gold in uniforms around Puget Sound for more than 3 decades. These young women are proud to celebrate their 64th year, demonstrating a long-standing reputation of innovative marching, inclusion, and good sportsmanship as well. The Ballard Eagles drill team is a great place for youth if you're interested to enhance their skills of teamwork, self-discipline, confidence, friendship, acceptance, and dedication. That team is proud to announce they are also the 2025 Seattle Drill Team Association All-City Co-Champs. And congratulations, because they also won the Washington State Eagles Drill Team Championship.
And here comes a float for the 106th Apple Blossom Festival, celebrating, quote, the best time ever. The Apple Blossom Festival, one of the largest festivals in the state, which is held the last weekend in April and the first weekend in May. This year's celebration captures the excitement, the joy, and community spirit that makes it truly a beloved tradition. So they've got a bunch of events, vibrant parades, unforgettable experiences. They're walking on sunshine, folks. The Apple Blossom Festival aimed to bring people together for the best time ever, and they're still having the best time ever.
Got to see a wide shot of that float. That float is spectacular and lit up from every direction. Just beautiful. Let's bring on the Kennedy Catholic Lancer Marching Band, the pride of Kennedy Catholic High School, and Dee Dee Green, a producer who went there for a while. There you go. Pump your fist, girl. For more than 50 years, the award-winning Kennedy Catholic High School Lancer Marching Band and Color Guard, they've been entertaining audiences around the Pacific Northwest. They've been around since 1966. Yeah, she says, go Lancers. By the way, that was John F. Kennedy's code name was Lancer. There's the significance of that name. And this past school year, Kennedy Catholic Band ensembles received superior ratings at regional festivals, and they won first place at the Auburn Vet State Parade. Oh, there we go. L. Thomas and
So, folks at home, that's our own Dee Dee Green, the proud alum, huh?
Dee Dee went to high school here. Do you want to say anything to your alma mater for us?
Go Lancers! And shout out to Mr. Payton.
Kennedy Catholic, you taught a good one. We love Dee Dee. She does great work at Cairo 7.
You're watching the Alaska Airlines Seafair Torchlight Parade, brought to you by the Port of Seattle. Welcome back to the Alaska Airlines Seafair Torchlight Parade, brought to you by the Port of Seattle.
Welcome back. Welcome back just in time for the Chinatown Dragon team, organized for Seafair in 1952. Check that out. That dragon is 125 feet long, 14 pole positions. The team underneath it is more than 100 people running in relays to complete the dragon. The head up there, you see it in the middle, that weighs 40 pounds, but the most challenging position is the whip-lashing tail. You got to be quick and got to be strong. Only the strongest anchor gets the tail. The dragon represents strength, power, and good fortune. In ancient China, it was the symbol of the emperor. The sky dragon chases the pearl of heaven, seeking its wisdom, and in so doing, brings life-giving rains. And I'm glad they're not bringing any kind of rain to this parade.
Whoa, there goes that pearl of wisdom with the dragon hot on its tail.
Now you notice the draping covers the runners' bodies. They say that was made in the southern style because of the side draping. You can't see the runners from the upper level where our cameras are. In the northern Chinese style, there's no drapes, and all the runners are exposed. You can see all of them. They've been doing this for an 8/10 of a mile, Monique, and they still have smiles on their faces.
And again, that head is 40 pounds.
I know.
Oh, my God.
You got to have some kind of endurance.
Whoa. There it goes.
Oh, yeah. Now we're talking.
There they go, and right hot on their heels, the Daffodil Festival, and they are award winners too. This is a Seafair Royalty Award presented by Seafair to the float representing excellence in artistry and design. So the 2025 Daffodil Festival theme, growing locally, that's inspired by the farmers of Pierce County who were the heart of their community. The Daffodil Parade winds its way through 4 cities in one day. Those cities, Tacoma, Puyallup, Sumner, and Ording. And it's known as the longest progressive parade in the continental U.S. So the Daffodil Festival believes in reinvesting in its community, and one of the ways they do that is through their scholarship program. And the Daffodil Court that you're looking at right now, they've grown in their communities. They have had that opportunity to give back to the communities they came from and that are so proud of them. And you can see why that float is an award winner for its design. Look at that, with all those beautiful daffodils on it. Oh, and I just got a daffodil pin.
Oh, thank you
so
thank you,
much.
Ernie. Ernie Quillette from the Daffodil Festival.
Look, and there's our pin. Fantastic. And here they come up behind us now. And there they go, the Seafair Royalty Award winners, the Daffodil Festival.
Right behind them is the this is another great story, a Turkish-American Cultural Association of Washington. What they do is, it's an international children's friendship festival. It's been bringing kids from different backgrounds together through music, dance, and the arts, and this parade for 16 years. We have nearly 20 different countries, not just Turkey, represented by the children marching. It's inspired by Children's Day in Turkey, and it's supposed to promote peace and cultural understanding among kids through the arts, no matter where they're from. This is a free event on the Seattle Center grounds. Anybody can take part in it. And its branding is for the children, by the children. And their motto is, if you got peace at home, there's peace in the world.
And behind them, the American Asian Performing Arts Theater. And the Greater Seattle Chinese Chamber of Commerce also. So they were established in 1963 as a nonprofit. And the Greater Seattle Chinese Chamber of Commerce has undergone a few name changes here. But the objectives and the purpose of the chamber, they have remained very consistent, and that is to be a voice of the Chinese business community. So the Chinese Chamber is proud to present the dancers from the American Asian Performance Art Theater. And the theme here, as you will see them, oh, look at those beautiful outfits. The theme is the dancing fairy shown in the famed UNESCO World Heritage Site in Duhuang, China, depicting the Buddhist stories, paradise, and celestial beings. So the dance movements that you're about to see, they're directly derived from the postures and the gestures and the costumes depicted in the cave murals there. So some history and culture and artistry all at once.
The beauty and athleticism you just saw in person is just astounding.
It's gorgeous.
Oh, the colors, amazing. Okay, right behind them is going to be the Seattle All-City Band. They're coming up there. For almost 70 years, the All-City Marching Band has served as Seattle's unofficial summer ambassador for school music programs and bringing together high school musicians from all over. They perform in parades like this one and other community celebrations throughout the Puget Sound region. Let's take a listen. That is by far the biggest band we've seen, filling the skies with Ring My Bell. What's better than that?
Fantastic. And they're making a lot of noise.
By the way, they're from all kinds of
Oh,
here we come.
These guys.
Yep. They're pulling up the rear for a reason, folks. With a capital R. Those are the Seafair Pirates. Yep. We've got... we were wondering if they'd show up. They always seem to come just at the end of the parade and take it over.
They do. They command it.
This is an all-volunteer nonprofit organization. The Pirates are made up of 50 members of the greater Seattle community, ranging in age from 25 to 93 years old.
Look at these degenerates. Are you kidding
right
me?
Now.
Oh, no!
You wouldn't be the 93-year-old, would you? No. That's right. Really?
No. No.
Ask him. How old are you, sir?
How old are you, sir?
97? Our copy was wrong. Okay. We actually have to take the stump off of his legs and count the rings.
Boy, they're going after that street, aren't they? What did that street do for them? Where did Elle go, by the way? I haven't seen her in a while. I'm a little bit worried about her.
She and her
Elle,
shiny
there
shoes
you
were
are.
abducted by the pirates.
Oh, hey, guys, I got the captain with me right now. What do you want to say?
I don't know. Where's the rum?
Where's the rum? They pillage, they plunder, they give back.
I'm sorry we can't fire the cannon, but we love otters, and we love Seattle!
Can we give it up for the Pirates?
Give it up for the Pirates!
They are storming the waterfront. Elle, don't join them. Don't
It's
be
too late.
persuaded.
I've come to join their crusade.
And you're coming with us, girl. Get back. She's coming with us.
I don't have a sword, but I have a stick mic. Thank you so much.
That's the ultimate weapon.
The mic is
I
mightier
promise I
than
won't
the sword.
cost you more than a few $100,000.
Don't worry, guys. I don't think it's sharpened.
Okay. All right, I'll be straight back.
He grabbed it by the blade. That's how you know. No real weapons, folks. It's okay.
This parade tonight has been amazing. I can't believe Seattle came out like they did. We love the waterfront, and we love Seattle. Pirates, give it up!
Can we give it up for the Pirates?
All right, you need to let us get back into the parade because we can't fire until we get past that big field.
Elle, I was going to ask.
Is this my
Ask
opportunity?
him where the
You
cannon
can ride with
is.
us. You're staying with us.
They said they can't use the cannon because of the aquarium. So they can't fire the cannon. If they could, they would, but they love otters more than they love gunpowder. So they love octopus too. So I think, that's a good thing that they're not firing the cannon.
They do what they
So
honor.
let's get going, guys. Let's get down there so we can blow this up.
Blow it up, but not really.
Not really.
Elle, they might
right.
put you in the cannon as fodder. Aboard
I
the
volunteer
Moby
as
Duck.
tribute. Arg!
As the otters lie on their backs and clap and thank them, we're
Right
going to
there, Captain. Right there, Captain.
Look at Elle's
We're coming for
illuminated
you.
shoes. We're going to take a break and come right back to wrap up this beautiful parade. Stick with us.
You can ride with us for a block if you want.
You're watching the Alaska Airlines Seafair Torchlight Parade, brought to you by the Port of Seattle.
may be hearing the Seafair Pirates as they're finally making some bigger noise as they've passed beyond us here at the TV stand. But although the Seafair Torchlight Parade is wrapping up, Seafair certainly is not wrapping up.
It is not. Next Friday, the Seafair Weekend Festival kicks off. 3 days of adrenaline-fueled family entertainment. We're going to leave you just for a second. Check out this.
The final event of Seafair 2025 is a thrill seeker's dream come true. It's the weekend festival at Lake Washington, featuring the Apollo Mechanical Cup hydroplane races on the lake topping 200 miles per hour. And this year, the Grand Prix hydroplanes are also racing. And above the lake, the Boeing Air Show features adrenaline-pumping aerial performances, featuring the Marines F-35B fighter, aerobatic performer Melissa Burns, and your United States Navy Blue Angels. It's a 3-day family-friendly celebration at Genesee Park and Playfield from Friday, August 1st through Sunday, August 3rd. Tickets for the weekend festival include general admission, the deck, Captain's Club, the Log Boom, and grandstand seating. All tickets, including parking passes, are available at seafair.org.
So we are wrapping up tonight, but the party really keeps on going with Seafair through next weekend as well. Look at all those people who have come out to enjoy this incredible event back at night and on our beautiful waterfront. Thanks so much for being with us tonight.
I think the re-debut of the nighttime parade down in this setting,
huge.
It's the best ever.
Huge success to do this,
whoever
right?
decided to bring it down to the waterfront, 10 out of 10. Hats off to you.
Absolutely. And, you know, Ella, I don't think it got enough airtime. Look at this girl. She was ready.
Don't worry, there's settings,
You don't see that in a daytime parade at all.
You don't
Nor do
see these on the
this.
anchor desk.
She wanted me to wear this tie, which would be color coordinated with my...
This is all we can do. But we are so thankful
What a
that
blast.
the Pirates let you go, too. I thought that might have been the last.
You know, I was a little concerned because at first Captain was like, hey, you're coming with us? You're joining our crusade? I was like, oh, that was for TV.
But look at the community. Look at how happy everybody is after such a wonderful night out here on the waterfront. We got to see all of the floats, all of the costumes, everything lit up and just reflecting both the lights that we have out here and also the lights that they had on their own floats. It was just beautiful.
I think the energy was different.
Yes.
People were here. They're excited having it back at nighttime again, seeing this beautifully redone waterfront. Even the captain was telling me, the Pirates captain, saying so many people showed up. They were so excited. This is what it's about.
And one of the things that made it different for me is that downtown parade, everybody kind of scatters and then gets to their cars. People are going down the Alaska Way right now, and they want to experience the waterfront. They can go in the Overlook Park. They can go, this whole place has so much to offer at night.
Oh, it's been a treat.
It's
Truly.
been great. Yeah, so much seating set up. You know, I passed by some folks who had some chairs set up with a picture on it, and it was in honor of who they called their parade queen, Barbara Conway. This was someone that they'd lost, but they knew this parade, this Seafair meant so much to her that they wanted to be out here and celebrate with her. They know that she's looking down on this beautiful site right now also.
Well, this was fun. I've gotten to do this for 4 years now. I don't remember it being more fun, more spectacular than this.
That's great.
It was a daytime parade for a little while, and we went through some growing pains with the downtown area, but the growth of this is extraordinary and almost beyond words. You have to feel it and be here.
But, you know, we just teased. We have Seafair Weekend Festival coming up next weekend. This is just the beginning. We have Torchlight Parade tonight. It was a huge success.
And we just thank you so much for being part of this tradition again in this new setting to add on to what we know and love. Thank you for joining us tonight, and have a great weekend next Seafair weekend.
Yeah, next year.
Today's broadcast of the Alaska Airlines Seafair Torchlight Parade is a production of Seafair Television.